Hello model railroaders, it's Dave. Welcome back to the layout. Just a quick update on progress. I've managed to complete the trackage for the end of the logging run at the plateau, if you will. I've got the foam bit roughed in, the two supports spray painted gray, and managed to finally get all the track to fit together and get it adhered to the foam on this side. And there's the 7 logging cars in their top side siding. So that's one of the objectives that I wanted to get completed off the to-do list. So I haven't, apart from shoving the cars by hand down the track, I haven't actually ran the loco over that yet, but I do believe everything will be okay. A second thing I was able to accomplish that I finished just now is getting the trackage laid down the siding here. Now, I haven't ran anything through the siding yet because I haven't actually connected up the power leads so far, but that is on the to-do list. Now, I just packed foam in this area and put in a temporary piece of track, because it's probably going to be quite a while before I can build the companion to this bridge, which the two of them will be side to side in that area, cobwebs and all. So that realistically is going to end up being a winter project. So to get things progressing with the any mainline work, I wanted to get this section all dealt with. So I'm quite happy that it went down without any major issues, and a little bit of wiring and soldering, and then that's all complete. So that finishes up. There's a look from this side. That finishes up the logging run at the top end as far as trackage goes. Scenery, whole different ball game, but at least that gets this dealt with. Now I can move on to finishing up the canopy for the passenger car area. Get that all spray painted and put together, and then look at trying to finalize the track plan for down here. I've moved a couple buildings around, brought the woods furniture down more so that it's well lit, because it is a more high-end DPM kit with all the cast roof bits and such, so I figured that would be a more predominant location for it, and then moved the one that was in that location down here, because this will be a through that will lead down to here. Now this you may recognize for the N-scalers as the logging shack. Well, I had 2 when I bought a gentleman out in one of my Kijiji purchases. He had some structures, and this was one of those. So I actually pulled the logging paraphernalia off of it, and we'll end up reworking that so that 2 tracks will be able to roll in this area, and then I can imagine that there's a gantry crane in there loading the flat cars or unloading them, as the case may be. And then the main office structure with the attached sub-assembly building and loading dock for the other structure, and then a little bit of a power generation that came from somewhere at some purchase at some point. So that's kind of what I'm thinking this corner is going to end up as being. However, that'll all be on the half-inch foam once I am able to pick up another 4 foot by 8 foot sheet of that, and then start getting really serious about track planage and figuring out what track purchases I'm going to need to make, which will probably be in the fall, but I'm thinking if I can at least get the track plan solidified and work out the logging run and the main trackage that will connect up to that crossover, and then run back down to pick back up onto the secondary mainline loop. Then if I can get that dealt with, then everything else will fall into place as it will at a later point. I definitely know I have enough turnouts that are manually actuated between the Atlas and the Pico, and then we'll just progress along that aspect and at least get that job off. I do have tortoise switch machines to install in the yard there, though we'll get to that when we do. And as well, what trackage I need to do. So the thought of getting that upper siding done was so I could get some trains moved out of here and get this turnout installed into here that will feed this area. So that's kind of a quasi mainline adjustment, and then with the refinery and stuff like that on the lower area. Yes, I do have the light out, but I think it's light enough that you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So at least that's my rough layout plan at the moment, and we'll see how that plays out as more sleep and thought ensues. So for now, I just wanted to give a quick update as I've made a milestone accomplishment as far as knocking a couple items off my to-do list, and hope that you're enjoying this nice sunny weekend and are able to do something on your layout, getting out of the heat. And till the next video, bye for now.